Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome to what will be the final chapter of Let's Play Less Manly Lost in LA, and thank goodness for it. Yes, would you believe that the game is honestly this short that we're right on the cusp of the end of it? And I do apologize for the abrupt ending to the last chapter. The truth is that I'm trying to get a cutscene to load here, but the game is not cooperating. And yeah, here we go. We're supposed to walk over to the right, and finally, Maladonna! Gee, it's so absolutely thrilling to see you again. Skip the bootlicking worm, I'm in a hurry. Come for your dress for the Nicopolis party, I presume? Yeah, and it had better be ready. I'm going to look more outrageous, provocative, iconoclastic than even I could imagine. Because tonight is special. Let me go and check. At last, tonight I get my revenge on Abe Goldstein. He'll learn that nobody screws with Madonna without paying. Nobody messes with my image. Nobody! Wow, she is a spiteful viper, just like everybody says. Other fools have dared to cross me. Ha! Where are they now? Yes, the Nicopolis party will be my moment of triumph. I'll give that power-freaking pig the treatment he deserves. God, oh, a vengeance. It's so much better than X. Isn't it convenient that she's talking to herself? Here it is. You're in luck. It just came in. Lucky for you. Now's my chance. All I have to do is get invited to that party and I'll be able to catch her in the act. No, not that kind of act. Les decides he better forgo the new look and hurry to his meeting with Abe Goldstein. Spago, the Chi-Chi place to be seen and do lunch in Los Angeles. And here we have another two models who looked like they were caught in the headlights by the photographer. Glazed eyes, large custom breasts, injecting styling mousse directly into her bloodstream. Her vacuous hair suggests a brainstem shrunken by years of cosmetic substance abuse. Okay, about Abe Goldstein. Abe Goldstein, head of Paramount Studios. He is the most powerful man in Hollywood. Looks a bit like Ted McGinley. Hello, Mr. Goldstein. How are you? Call me Abe. All right, Abe. I'm always happy to meet a hot new property. Oh, excuse me, Les. This is Dina and Gina. Your assistants? No, I just met them today. They were coming out of Dr. Nick's office. They just had a little work done. It was kind of Mr. Leone to arrange our meeting. Tony and I are old friends. He has a good eye for new talent. Thank you. By the way, did he introduce you to Helmut Bean? Yes, he did. It's a shame about Mr. Bean. Did you know him? Yes, I knew him quite well. In fact, I was hoping you might be able to help me find him. Me, I'm not familiar with the particulars of Helmut's disappearance. Oh, when was the last time you even saw him? I don't recall exactly. Let me see. It was. Say, how was it that you came to know Helmut? Well, I'll tell you. And oh no, flashback to the last game. It all started in the days back before VGA and digitized graphics. Shouldn't this be in black and white? Okay. I was working as a videotape rewinder at Will TV when I set off to find the king. And we're totally having to pad this game out with this flashback, even though the whole gameplay, if you know what you're doing, is only 3 hours long. Maybe 2.5. I discovered Helmut Bean in the circus working long hours as the world's smallest man. We decided to team up. Our search for the king took us first to Las Vegas, where we met a real sex pot. You mean the fabulous Leela Libido? That's right, anyway. Then was off to Nashville, where I entered. Stop, that's it, I've heard enough. Something wrong, Abe? Wrong? Wrong? Are you kidding? What a story, it's fabulous. It has everything. Sex, adventure, heartwarming family qualities, great ending. Sex. I see a big hit, a blockbuster, an Academy Award winner, endorsements, video rentals, pay-per-view, cable, the $5 bargain bin at Electronics Boutique. And network TV? Are you kidding? Nobody watches the networks anymore. Anyway, what do you say, Les? Are you interested in developing the property? No, Great. Have your girl call my girl. We'll set up some lunches. I don't have a girl. Come on, Les, this is Hollywood. Rent one. But what about Helmet? Hey, forget about Helmet, Les. He's yesterday's news, old hat, gone forever. Anyway, he'll be immortalized in the Les Manley story, an epic extravaganza starring Les Manley himself. Me? That's right, Les. And I love the side eye that the models are giving him. That's right, Les, I can make you the biggest star Hollywood's ever seen. Trust me, babe, Helmet would have wanted it this way. So what do you say? Well, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it's an instant game ender if you say it's a deal. Don't be hasty now. Think it over. Gee, it sounds awfully good, but hey, wait a minute. What am I saying? Absolutely not. I came here to find Helmet, and that's what I'm going to do. You can't buy me. I don't need fame. I just need my friend. Look, kid, I admire your integrity, but this is business. Why don't you come to the Nicopolis party tonight? Meet some of my people, see how you like them. Then if the answer is still no, I'll understand, but at least do that much for me. Perfect. Maybe I'll run into Maladona. Well, okay, if you insist. Fabulous. See you there. Nice to meet you, ladies. The fabulous estate of Dr. Nick Nicopolis, Beverly Hills Surgeon of the Stars. The party has been going on for a couple of hours already. Anyone is attending this party. It's a veritable who's who of Hollywood celebrities, at least those who haven't gone to Rio. It's one big Tinseltown schmooze fest, everyone talking about their latest big movie or recording contract. More bogus deals than the Home Shopping Network. And it appears that there's less in between Maladona and the man himself. I'm not sure we're talking to the brunette in the fishnets, though, but okay. Mingling and making the rounds, Les has been patiently waiting the moment when he can confront Maladona and Abe Goldstein together. Les, I'm so glad you made it. Hey, I remember this guy. He's the geek that barged in my latest video shoot. Careful what you say. One day you could be a backup singer in his video. Isn't that right, Les? Abe? Maladona? So nice to see you again. I was wondering if I could have a little talk with both of you. Go away, Pipsqueak. You know, I'm not having much luck finding my friend Helmet. Sorry to hear that, Les. I don't see how I can help you. Well, there are a few things relating to Helmet's disappearance that are troubling me. Les decides that by ruffling a few feathers, he might be able to flesh out the culprit. Okay, let's just go ahead and throw the evidence in there. And Abe, there was a white limo seen leaving Helmet's residence. Could have been anybody's ride, even Maladona. She's always being escorted around town, and when that doesn't mean a thing. Maladona, traces of Totally Hayes perfume were found at the Bean residence. So what? My perfume line is one of those popular in L.A. LaFonda herself could have been wearing it. Abe, it's all around town that you scam money from your properties. What? I knew it was you all along, you snake. Me? It all points to you, my dear. Don't play innocent with me, Goldstein. I know all about you. Your reputation for limiting rivals is well earned, from what I hear. Certainly it's no coincidence that all the missing celebrities were embroiled in various contractual disputes with Paramount Studios. This is Hollywood. Everybody has contractual disputes, always. It's a sure way to get press coverage. Check the trades. But how about the fact that you secretly pocketed stunt budget funds that Paramount Studios saved by using Helmet on miniature sets? And Les is grinning like an idiot this whole time. That's absurd. That's not what Helmet told me when I dated him. Come on, this is Hollywood. Haven't you ever heard of studio accounting? Interesting. Then again, it could be you, Maldonna. Ha! I knew it was you all along, you bitch. Come on, get real. You have a history of jealousy and vengeance. You were also angry at Helmet for not appearing in your movie, True for Consequences. And you were angry with LaFonda for not helping you pump up for your latest MTV video. Not to mention the fact that you abused Helmet, which precipitated his leaving you for LaFonda. Melinda, my dear, the evidence certainly seems to point directly at you. Go screw yourself. She's the one. Am not. R2. Am not. R2. Am not. And so it went until later that evening. She's the one. Am not. R2. Am not. R2. Am not. Finally, a little later, Les happens to be passing Maladonna when out of the corner of his eye he catches her talking to Dina and Gina. Who are lip syncing very badly. That's it. Those two airheads work for Maladonna, and they've been stalking Abe Goldstein. And now they're planning to grab him. You must get in car. No use to fight us. Hurry, we must. Our master awaits. Well, I guess that eliminates Maladonna as a suspect. I'll just follow that limo and see where it goes. Luckily, LA traffic is such that he is able to do this on foot. And oh hey, the ominous wax museum that made him feel creeped out before. The silhouette of a building against the night sky has a haunting effect. Okay, so that axe we picked up. With lightning striking all around and wind pushing at his back, Les nervously chops through the doors guarding the secrets within and cautiously enters the wax museum. And I'm going to go ahead and save here, just in case I feel the urge to show you some of the stupid ways you can die here. And hitting enter doesn't automatically save it. You have to type something and then hit save. Unfortunately, the Man of Steel is only the Man of Wax here. He can't help you. And I wonder, oh, what the heck, let's listen to the bad music here. Not so much ominous as it is annoying. Out for the count, get help elsewhere. The good, the bad, the Major of Carmel when this project started. He feels incomplete without the Boy Wonder. Loincloth. Provides adequate coverage. It's tied securely in place. Then why the heck is it there? Conan the Barbarian. Enough said. The blade is razor sharp. Can I take the sword? The wax bond between the warrior's grip and the handle of the sword is too tight. Not much good without his whip. Does he have a whip? No, unfortunately, he does not have a whip. This is no laughing matter. He won't help you unravel this mystery. Sarcophagus, hermetically sealed, safe from the tuna factory. That's a hell of an organ he's got there. No wonder he always had a sardonic smile. We've got a hunch he can't help. His bark is meaner than his bite. About hasn't been rung in years. This isn't the bell that needs to be rung. The one and only, the original buffed look. His bat's over by the organ. Look but don't touch. That drool dripping from his mouth looks real. Les found him in the last game. That should keep her quiet for a while. Now she's a real hard body. And look at display. The final resting place of Helmut Bean, famous disappeared celebrity. Look closely. Les marvels at how lifelike the wax replica of his old friend appears to be. Although it would have been a little easier to see with the help of a little more light, Les decides to bend down and get a closer look. Helmut, my poor friend. All you ever wanted out of life was to make it big, meet gorgeous babes, earn lots of money, meet even more gorgeous babes, become internationally famous, and die with a smile on your face. No different than any other guy. But now look what they've done to you. Wait! Someone's coming! Yeah! We don't get the scream here, apparently. And yeah, we kind of screwed the pooch here. But I wanted to show this off. Hence why I saved. Yeah, missing celebrities. And so Les joined his little buddy to spend the rest of eternity as viewing fodder for tourists. Too bad he didn't try to get a better look at Helmut's display. They do at least give you blatantly the hint as to what you're actually supposed to do next. Because, yeah, as we're going through and clicking on everything, you're supposed to pick up the torch. Geez, you wouldn't expect to see a live blazing torch in a wax museum. It could melt something. And here's the other bit where the game kind of cheats, because thus far, every time we've needed to do something with the game, we could highlight it, and it would give us, the option of looking at something or touching something. This time, we have to explicitly go into the inventory to click the touch icon, and perhaps not coincidentally, we are now being asked to do this with the two completely frozen women who can't resist us. A little of the wax rubs off onto Les's figures. But it's not enough. We have to do this to both women. A little of the wax rubs onto Les's fingers. So we now have drops of wax. Kind of the stuff Les usually finds in his ears. So with that, now we can take the torch. Use the torch on Helmut. Les marvels at how lifelike the wax replica of his old friend appears to be. He decides to use the light of the torch to get a better look. Upon closer examination, Les realizes why this figure seems so real. This is no replica! Helmut has been dipped alive! Helmut, my poor friend! All you ever wanted out of life was to make it big, meet gorgeous babes, earn lots of money, meet even more gorgeous babes, become internationally famous, and die with a smile on your face. No different than any other guy. But now look what they've done to you. Wait! Someone's coming! Ah! Abe Goldstein, so you are the one behind the awful disappearances. And I knew there was something unusual about your companions. There are nothing but zombie bimbos under your mind control. But what's all this about? You'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, let me tell you a story. It's about an innocent kid from Boise who came to Hollywood, the land of dreams, to be a star. This boy, let's call him Abe, broke into business the hard way, as a stunt double. Things were going well until a poorly conceived stunt turned into a disastrous studio fire. Our hero was burned and horribly disfigured. The studio was badly underinsured. It abandoned Abe, refusing to pay for the reconstructive surgery he so badly needed. So Abe swore revenge. Hey, is this story about you? You've always been so astute, Les. You're the one guy I knew I had to keep my one good eye watching closely. So what happened next? I started a small talent agency, which I advertised as a big success. I added the right touches from a doorman to the fake Oscar. And it worked. My agency still represents some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Agency? But I thought you ran Paramount Studios. Oh, sorry. Let me introduce a point of clarification. Tony Leone? Tony Leone? But where's Abe Goldstein? I'm coming to that, Les. Success, I thought, would quell my desire for revenge. But just the opposite occurred. I began to see what a nest of vipers Hollywood really is. I took meetings, I did lunches, I began to see how this foul town eats its young. I grew more and more insane. I couldn't sleep. I was haunted by horrible, terrifying nightmares. It was grueling, maddening, though of course success did bring certain rewards. For example, it financed my way through medical school. Medical school? Dr. Nick! Yes, I'm also Dr. Nick, the one and only. So that explains the shockingly realistic wax prosthetics of your alter egos. Your mind is a razor blade, less as sharp as a steel scalpel. Yes, that explains the genius of my disguises. So as Tony Leone, you find the raw talent. As Dr. Nick, you mold them into your own personal vision of beauty. And as Abe Goldstein, you make them into a celebrity. And then you finally wax them, but why? Why, you ask? This is why. My God, underneath all that surgeon's charm and good looks, God, you're nothing but a hideous monster. Indeed, I am less. This is what Hollywood has done to me. I have become Mad Wax. But why max me? I'm nobody. Go ahead, ridicule me. Why should you be different from all the other stars? What are you talking about? Trying to break me, eh, Manley? I can see it's true what they're saying about you. The shrewd, relentless psychological manipulation. The magnetic force of your personality. The raw charisma. All LA is a buzz. Really? Less this, less that. You're the hottest thing to hit this town since, well, since Helmet Bean. You, Bean, all the other big stars, you make it to the top and then forget about all the people that helped put you there. How perfect then that you should join your little friend, frozen in time. Take a good long look at this face, my friend, because it's the last face your beady little eyes will ever see. Luckily, the heat of the torch less used to get a better look at Helmet begins to loosen Helmet's wax coffin. Yes, he busted free. Helmet is finally free of his wax tomb, the droplets of melted wax covering his former resting place. But now is not the time to celebrate. He realized he must race to the rescue of Les from the evil clutches of Mad Wax. Okay, so first thing about the flaming torch. Take the flaming torch. And what does he have on his inventory? Well, nothing much. He doesn't even have a hand icon. But Helmet can run. But wait, something else we were supposed to do first. Conan the Barbarian, enough said. Although it turns out we can do this as Helmet. By some miracle, you're supposed to go back, take the torch, and use it to melt the sword as Les and leave it here. But the heat of the torch loosens the wax bond. And we now have a sword. About Conan's sword, a long, hard blade with a razor-sharp edge. So now we can take the sword. We can dash back. To the platform that we were on. With the sharp edge of the blade, Helmet is able to scrape up a few bits of wax. Okay, so now we take the wax. We use this with the drool of the alien. First, Helmet carefully forms a crude but useful cup out of the bits of melted wax. He then fills the cup with the alien's acidic drool. Yes, it has real acid drool. Don't question it. So now we go back here. We will take the sword once again. We will use it on Tarzan's loincloth. With a mighty thrust of the blade, the cloth and luckily nothing else is severed from Tarzan's loinal area. We get a nice little censored thing, and we now have a leopard skin loincloth. Lightweight yet durable. So now we head back over here to the sarcophagus. The lid is heavy for Helmet to move with his bare hands. He needs something long and hard to use as a lever. Your joke here. Well, we can be getting so much use out of this sword now. Using the long, hard blade of the sword as a lever, Helmet is able to pry the lid of the sarcophagus open. Not enough time to use the stairs and too far to jump. If only there was some way to float down. Helmet fashions a makeshift parachute from the loincloth. I get the feeling that this entire game spun out of them trying to think of ways a shrunken man could do puzzles. Nice dramatic shot there. Let me see if it'll let me save here, just to be safe. Alright, so from here, now we will use the cup of drool on the steel straps, holding Les down. Acid eats right through. So you think you've outsmarted me, eh? Well, this game's not over yet. All right, you little... Oh, they bleep the curse word here. Try to destroy my plans, will you? You are going to be one of my star attractions. I would have made you famous for eternity. But now there's only one reason why I haven't killed you yet. I can't decide whether to bite your puny pinhead off or send you on a flying leap. Forget it, Wax. Les'll be right up. Sorry to disappoint you, P-Brain, but at this very moment that pencil neck geek is being taken care of by my killer zombie bimbos. Not you two again. So, heard any blonde jokes lately? We are killer zombie bimbos. We must eat you. We have no choice. Back! Back! Get back! I'm warning you! It is useless for you to resist. We must eat you. It is beyond our control. This is your last warning, bimbos! Move back or I'll be forced to ward you off of a suitable anti-killer zombie bimbo device. Give up, Lester P. Manley. Your cuteness and powerful raw charisma are appealing to us, but we must devour you to the bone. Meat, meat, meat. Let's see. You want meat? Okay. And how about a steak right through your hearts? Oops, I don't have a steak. And take this, unholy swine. When did I get a crucifix? We are strong. Too strong for your religious icons. Oh, yeah? Well, how about this garlic? We are invincible. We are killer zombie bimbos. Nothing can stop us. They don't seem to be responding to the normal hungry killer zombie bimbo repellents. What do I have that would stop a couple of fashion-conscious killer zombie bimbos dead in their tracks? Well, I have wax. I have an axe. I have a bad portfolio. But just to make sure. No, I don't want the prompt yet. That wouldn't accomplish anything. I think I will run for the exit. Oh, wait. Of course. Then how about something that strikes fear into the hearts of all who shop on Rodeo Drive? Ah! We're melting! Now, where did Mad Wax go? The true embodiment of all of its evil. The jig's up, Wax! And they keep changing the color of this one. Stop, Manley. One more step and the munchkin goes over the edge. Forget about me, Les. Just stop this raving lunatic. Surrender unconditionally, you slime. And what if I don't? Let's cut a deal. What have you in mind? You drop helmet and surrender? In return, I personally guarantee passage to the federal penitentiary of your choice. Plus, I'll throw in a bonus fair trial. A clever offer, Manley. Let me amend it a bit. I'll agree to drop helmet, but I do it down the bell tower atrium, sending him to a hideous shrieking death. In return, I let you escape this, but only after I perform a full frontal lobotomy, rendering you incapable of memory or any other primary cognitive function. Yeah, talking's not going to help, but we do have bell ropes. Not quite yet. Can't really talk to him? Well, it worked before. Oh, yeah? Well, take this! That has no power over me, you fool. And even less power over this. Okay, now we're going to go for the bell ropes. Helmet decides it's time to take things into his own hands, or mouth. Crunch. The sudden sharp pain causes Mad Wax to scream in terror. He throws up his hand, flinging Helmet into the air. Luckily, he's able to grab onto the bell rope. Okay, now what we did to get this wax. Using the bits of wax as earplug cues Helmet that it's time to get busy. Helmet gives the rope a mighty pull, and suddenly loud clanging disorients Mad Wax and sends the bats flying. And that was why we had to grope the helpless women and get wax off their bodies to make earplugs for this moment. I really hate this game. And from here, try and pick up the gun. Les isn't an NRA kind of guy. Besides, it's just a movie prop anyway. Helmut, however, seizes the opportunity to take passage on a passing bat. I think that we need to accept right now that Helmut is the real hero of this game, and Les was the comic sidekick the whole time. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay! And yet, once again, touch. Les recognizes Helmut's signal and gives Mad Mac Wax a mighty shove. Hasta la vista, baby. No. Wait, he's still twitching. Now that Mad Wax is gone, shouldn't we go down and free the girls? Yeah, we will, but there's no rush. They ain't going anywhere without us. We love LA! We love it. We love it. We love it. So yeah, that was it. That was Les Manley Lost in LA. And pretty clear why they didn't wind up doing a third game, isn't it? I mean, ignoring that most of the budget clearly went into the digitized bodywork and the comedy was just non-existent. I don't think anybody in this ever went on to do anything else in terms of acting. And yep, that's it. Credits all over again. So, yep, we have gone through that whole series. I now see why my friend Jeff Hillary tried to warn me away from this one. But hey, we survived it. Hopefully, you got a few laughs out of it. And now I can go and play something much more fun and enjoyable. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined, even if it is just, dear God, this sucks. But we will continue with something much more comedically enjoyable next time. So once again, thank you all, and we'll see you on the flip side. Take care until then.